What we're going to talk about on this episode is our third installment of the Pay It Forward
segment.
Damn it, who made up segment?
We did from the very beginning. Oh. So we have to keep with it.
Third installment of the Ornery one pay... What?
Segment?
The third segment. Segment number 3. Segment number 3 of Paying It Forward. This one is definitely going to be an amazing episode to stay playing golf in amazing places across the universe.
So our segment 3 of how we do our Pay It Forward events.
I do want to open with this, though. I am really looking forward to seeing a lot of you that's reached out to us up at Sturgis. This is going to be a good time. You definitely want to be at the Law Tiger tent.
August 4th, 4 to 6 p.m.
You want to be there and enjoy this moment that we're fixing to create. It's going to be a heartwarming, so touching. I hope that my intenseness comes out of my eyes into the camera and just pours into your soul about this Pay It Forward. I'm really freaking pumped about this shit.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good one.
So in segment 1 and segment 2, we talked about forming a team, finding a location, rallying together, getting ideas of how to raise money.
That's right.
So we've done those things. We've got our team together. We designated roles and jobs that we needed done.
Right.
And here we are. So we've got some great sponsors on board. We've got the location taken care of. And we got our nominee. Yeah, we do.
And all that together sounds really easy when we say it that quick. And it ain't that hard if you just stay at it. A few things that we did try to do in Sturgis, we reached out to the city and we were going to try to do a raffle, and we come to find out that we couldn't do that.
We talked about in our last video as far as how to raise money and different ideas that you could do, which would be like a raffle or an auction. Mm-hmm. And every state's kind of different. They kind of treat it differently as far as a raffle and it being considered a form of lottery. So like I said, every state to state is different. In Arkansas, you can actually get a permit to do a raffle. You have to be a nonprofit, but you have to be at least 3 years old. The nonprofit has to be at least 3 years old.
We're talking about Arkansas because, of course, that's our home state. Figuring out what we could do in South Dakota takes a little time. We reached out, everybody was really kind, but like everything, there's laws and certain things you have to go by, of course, with their regulations.
Yeah, so for any advice, if you guys are a nonprofit and you're looking to see if you could do a raffle, definitely check your state laws. See if it's, if you can get a permit for it.
It's different everywhere you go, like we were saying. So that didn't really work out for us, did it?
No, because actually for South Dakota, you put in your request to do the raffle, and I did that. The state of South Dakota came back and told me that I'd have to actually contact the city. They have the application form on their website, really super easy, self-explanatory. I did have to state how this would benefit their community. So I went in and listed exactly how this is going to benefit the Sturgis community, and they came back and denied it. And they said that our Pay It Forward, our proceeds from the raffle would actually go to a individual in the community, and that's a no-go. So it has to benefit the community, not an individual in the community.
Right. So,
but that didn't keep us from rallying together and looking for other ways. It's
just absolutely not. But basically, we're just trying to come up with new ways and creative ways to be able to raise money for the Pay It Forward. It's been a little trying, and it's been a little taxing on us for sure. One thing that we talked about earlier is finding someone to pay it forward to, which we did. But what we've done is just reached out to everyone that we have a relationship in the moto community. Mm-hmm. So that's where we're talking about Custom Dynamics, Rick Rack, Senna, Quick Throttle Magazine, Denny's Harley Davidson. These people were great to us. They did not bat an eye. They did what they could do. We really do appreciate them. Not only that, though, we've had people that are buddies online. That may be you right there that I'm talking to. I appreciate you so much for donating. And it is exciting to be able to take our people that follow us and do something with it. That is what it's all about. And there's a 4-letter word that I use a lot, and it's called love. And it is a 4-letter word, but I really do believe in it. It means a lot to me. And I really do believe that we are showing love. And with you guys being part of this and being part of this story, you're sharing the love as well. A subject that we want to touch on too is, one thing is finding someone to give a hand up. You just get the word out there. So you reach out in the community. You go Facebook, Instagram, you find all those pages that are about that community that you're in. You reach out to those pages or platforms, and you just start a conversation with them. With us, we actually had people writing into our website. This is our number 5 Pay It Forward, so we have got a little bit of a movement going now. So with our website, we just put it out there that if you have anybody that you would like to nominate, you would just write into the website.
So we actually had Tia Van Pelt write in, and she wrote in about her friend Marcy. So
yeah, that was pretty cool, because she was wanting us to do something special for a friend, because her friend has done so much for her in her time of loss.
Yeah, so this is the message we got. Marcy has been an amazing support and a friend since I lost my husband in a motorcycle accident last year. She's been here for me every day and asks for nothing in return. She has an amazing, kind heart and huge passion for helping others. Marcy and her husband Jason have 6 kids, 15 down to 2 months old. They're great kids because they're great parents. Marcy helps at church when she can and was instrumental in creating a diaper donation for those in need in our community. But let's not forget, she can be a little ornery too. This would be the perfect way to show her how much I appreciate her and how hard she's worked in our community, and it is noticed. Thanks, Tia.
Super sweet.
So they are just right outside of Sturgis. And when we read this, when we read this is so great to hear that there's people in the community and all over the world like Marcy that extends her hand out and helps people, without even batting an eye and expecting anything in return. And that's powerful. But when we read this, we just couldn't help but want to know more about Tia's situation. What was going on? What happened to her husband? All she said was an accident last year.
Yeah, I mean, it really, I don't know, it just resonated with me that that happened. She was being so grateful to her friend, and she'd lost so much. So I honestly just reached out to her. I asked if I could get her number, and she said yeah, and I just called her, and I talked to her about her friend, and then I started getting a little nosy about, what had gone on with her, and it just touched me. deeply. And as we went on, come out, you know, we found out more. It just fit. And we sat on it for 24 hours or so and thought about it, slept on it, discussed it, and then I called her back and I was just like, you know, I'd really like to do the Pay It Forward for you if you're willing. And which it shocked her, you could tell.
Yeah, so long story short, Tia and Tom have 4 children, 22, 20, and then 13 and 9.
That is right. So Tom had 2 previous, and then him and Tia had 2 together, a boy and a girl.
Yeah, and so last year, 2018, on Mother's Day, a deer ran out in front of him and unfortunately had a motorcycle accident, and Tia lost her husband, you know, the father of those 4 kids. So the story in itself is...
Sucks, man.
It's strong. So here's a letter that Tia had wrote to us about her and Tom. Tom and I love Sturgis. It was our vacation and yearly getaway. We were able to spend time together and see friends from all over the country, as well as make new ones. We've been attending the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally together since 2003. He'd also attended a few years before we had met. It was always his dream to live in Black Hills. Near Sturgis was even better. We were married on August 4th, 2007 in Mitchell, and then headed to Sturgis to celebrate with friends. Memories were made that year. Tom was an amazing father. He has 2 daughters from his first marriage, Aaliyah, 22, and a new mom of Alma, and Hannah is 20, attending college in Black Hills State University in Spearfish. I'm extremely lucky that I'm able to co-parent with their mom. They're great kids, and their dad would be very proud. We have 2 children together, Tessa, who's 13, and Levi, who is 9. Tom instilled such great values in both of them and taught them so much in their short lives. Our kids attend school in Piedmont, which is part of Meade County, Sturgis. We moved to Sturgis area in December 2014, found our dream home, and loved our cabin in the woods and laid-back life. We made amazing friends who were more like family, and after I lost Tom, I could not imagine being anywhere else. This is our home, and this is where we were the happiest. This is also why I chose to lay him to rest in Sturgis. He has a great view of Sturgis and is always here for the party. As for me, this is home. This is where I'm happy and where my kids are happy. I couldn't imagine raising them anywhere else. We have found such great support, help, love, and friends here. I love helping others and doing what I can for them. I struggle some days, but I have so much to keep going for and so much to be thankful for, which I am. Tia Van Pelt. So yeah, her story just struck a chord with us, and that's who we chose for our Pay It Forward.
As you guys can see, that they are a big part of Sturgis and the Sturgis Rally, and because it's not just a rally, and it's not just the food, it's not just the vendors, it's about the damn people, and it's about community, and it's about society doing something for somebody to help them through hard times. This story right here is the heartbeat of the motorcycle community. We need your help. Come rally together, rally with us this Sturgis, and show Tia and them kids how much we love them and support them, and let's together celebrate Tom's life. Let's do a mile or 10 or 15 or 100 or 300 miles for him. Let's show him some support. Let's rally together. Let's give a little love. That 4-letter word. I do want to say this right here, right now, before I forget. If you can't afford to donate, we totally understand. But one thing you can do, doesn't cost you a thing right now, is share. share our post about this Pay It Forward. It will mean a tremendous amount to us, and we can make a very special moment for her and help her out and carrying on the legacy of her husband Tom. So with that being said, well, I guess we'll move on to our next topic, is where we're going to be doing it. I think everybody probably knows, but we'll be doing it at Law Tiger. Somebody that we really want to showcase right now is Law Tiger. They've done so much for us already in our moto journey and our life in this moto world. Super excited to be hooked up with them at their tent. Without a doubt, we couldn't do it without Law Tiger. So we'll be down there at the Motorcycle Museum. They'll have a tent, like I said, there. We'll be underneath it, and that will happen
August 8th from 4 to 6 p.m. And like you said, the Sturgis Motorcycle Museum and Hall of Fame.
That's right. That's where we'll be. Tia will be there as well. And like I said, that's where we'll present our Pay It Forward. We would be really appreciated if you can show up and, you know, just spread that love out and show support for what we're doing and what people have done for us as well. What we're doing now is giving her a hand up and showing her some support in everything that she's gone through in the family. I can only imagine. This is pretty special to us because this is the really first time that we are doing something for someone that has actually lost someone. I know that I've got close to losing my best friend here, so I can't imagine the way she feels. Feels really good to have everyone coming together and rallying together to show Tia some love and support. Really means a lot to us. And right now, we'd like to thank everyone that has donated to the Pay It Forward, as well as the sponsors: Custom Dynamics, Rick Rack, Senna, Quick Throttle Magazine, Denny's Harley Davidson, and Elements of the Oso. We sure do appreciate you guys. So y'all, if you want to donate, and if you can donate, we sure would appreciate it.
Yeah, you can donate through Facebook or directly through the website, which is www.thehonorone.com. And you can also catch our past Pay It Forwards. And if this Pay It Forward is already over, you're free to donate towards our upcoming Pay It Forwards. It will list it on the website which Pay It Forwards we're actually doing.
Yeah, be part of our story. Like Steph was saying, you can go back and see our previous Pay It Forwards. You can see where we're at and where we did it.
If you have any questions about your Pay It Forward or your nonprofit, or any ideas, suggestions, advice you may need or you're looking for, shoot us an email and we'll be happy to help you out.
Yeah. And like always, guys, y'all stay honored, and thanks for being part of this story.